Welcome to day 19 of Chernobylite. Now, I know we're probably about to get ambushed by an NPC, so as per the normal, I'm going to hop out of here and I will catch you in a couple minutes.
Dear Igor, apologies for this pre-recorded message, but it's for your own safety. I found something that will help you in your search. The documents are on the roof of the Pripyat hospital. Come as quickly as you can and try to be discreet. My superiors would be very unhappy if they knew I was helping you.
I knew I could count on the old man. I would have contacted him sooner, if only I'd known he was here.
Could this be a turning point, Igor? Having such a powerful ally in this place could change everything for you. But then again, you've always been so trusting. I hope it won't be your downfall.
You've always been so trusting. I mean, you have a crazy guy with you who likes to call you Mousy. You have another guy who's whacked out of his mind all the time, probably insane. Then you got another guy that just loves explosives, had rats eat all of it. I mean, you're so trusting, you got all these crazy people with you. Well, I mean, yeah, I do. Well, it seems to have worked out so far, so I can't complain. But today, we're going to go try to get some documentation. And, I mean, I don't know, Simonov, something about him. But, hey, documentation normally means VR down the road, so anything that gives me that kind of hope, I'm going to go for it. But at the same time, I don't know. What I do know is that I believe there's an NPC up here, so I'm going to shut up for a minute.
Welcome. Fancy some trading?
I have to ask. We're in the middle of nowhere. What are you even doing out here?
Out here, everything is in the middle of nowhere, my friend. Sometimes you need to get off the beaten path to find a solid business opportunity. I learned that from Warren Buffett.
You've met Warren Buffett?
No. I've watched his motivational videos on YouTube, though. Basically the same thing.
All right, show me what you've got, Mr. Invisible Hand. I think I've done enough trading for now. I'm looking for someone. Perhaps you've heard her name. Tatiana. Tatiana Amelieva. She used to work at the power plant. She went missing 30 years ago.
I'm sorry, my friend. It's been a while since I've seen a woman. I've been too busy.
Busy? With what?
With creating a new world of opportunities, my friend. I'm like Gordon Gekko, only smarter. And like Jack Ma, only more hardworking. I'm gonna build my commercial empire on the ashes of Chernobyl in no time.
Good luck. Good luck building your fortune, Mr. Invisible Hand.
Haha, thanks. But I make my own luck.
Alright, back to what I was talking about before we ran into that guy. The Invisible Hand. The Invisible Hand that hasn't seen a woman in a long time. You know, there's some jokes to be made there. Alright, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it though. And just move on. So of course, the goal, get the documentation. And, well, I'm not sure if that's actually gonna lead to another VR type thing. If nothing else, it's going to progress us further along this story and get us one step closer to beating the game. Which, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. I really want to get back to that power plant because I've kind of, you know, went through areas of the map so many times now that the main thing that I have to look forward to is going back to the power plant. I'm really wondering how that's all going to play out, but hey, at least I got something to look forward to, right? But I think I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here so I don't ruin anything else. That way you can truly enjoy all the random enemies and me trying to figure out what I'm going to do about this. But I will catch you in the next video. Later.
What the fuck are you doing here? You think I'm scared of you? Oh, fuck, God help me! I wonder what's for dinner. Hope it's not that fucking pea soup again.
I should have taken that job at my father-in-law's factory. Shit.
These must be the documents Professor Semenov left for me.
This is General Kozlov of the NAR. You're coming with us quietly. No harm will come to you unless you force my hand. We've disabled your technology. There's no way out of this building. Do yourself a favor. Surrender. It's the best option for everyone.
I sense the Rat King closing in on you. Run!
You have to do the right thing here, Igor. I know it's risky, but this could be our only opportunity to hurt them from the inside, or at least learn something valuable.
What the hell are you saying? You want me to surrender?
Think like a partisan, will you? They underestimate you. Use it to your advantage. You'll find out a way to break free later.
Okay, I give up. I want to talk to the people in charge.
You overestimate your value, Professor Kaminyuk. Alpha Team, take him.
Notify me as soon as the patrol has returned, Sergeant. Welcome back to the world of the living, Kaminyuk. At least, for the moment. The name's Kozlov. I'm Chief of NAR Security. But perhaps you figured that out already. You know, I have plenty of crap to deal with every day. Guarding the Exclusion Zone against trespassers and lunatics, who harass my men and refuse to let us conduct our business in peace. If you were just another dark tourist or stalker, or whatever these idiots call themselves nowadays, it would make my job much easier. But we both know that's not the case. Now, are you ready to drop the act and speak with me man to man?
Sure. Let's talk like civilized people.
We're developing something big here. Something important. You know this. It's the reason you're here, isn't it? You may find this hard to believe, but all this is simply business. NAR paid the Ukrainian government a fortune to lease this land. Yet we are treated like a hostile occupation force. And for what? The zone is filthy with dangerous radiation. These busybodies would rather die of cancer than live a long, happy life tending their gardens. If anything, we're doing those crazy Samoshas a favor by keeping them out of harm's way. Wouldn't you agree?
The patrol has returned, sir. They say they have news.
Perfect. And about time. Excuse me, Kaminyuk. I will return momentarily.
they've detained, who is he? He doesn't strike me as a soldier.
His name's Kiminyuk, and given how interested the brass is, he must be pretty important.
Did they find anything interesting on him when they brought him in?
No idea. His stuff is in the canteen. They were supposed to check if he had any supplies on him.
So, my gear is in the canteen.
I hope we run into some rabid dogs. I've always wanted to shoot a dog.
I knew it. They're conducting experiments at the power plant. But why are they in such a hurry? After all, Chernobyl belongs to them.
What's going on, Igor? How are things, Professor Kimnyuk?
Not too bad, Sashko. Not too bad.
I've been thinking about my brother Ruslan recently. He'd make a great addition to our team.
You were both in a street gang, right?
For a while, yes. We ran errands for Yuri Kipish, a dangerous gangster. He was fucking nuts too, of course.
I see.
I know you're trying to be polite, Igor, but there's no way to understand these things unless you've lived through them yourself. I'm talking about ongoing turf wars between every type of gang. Russian, Kyrgyz, Thai, Vietnamese, you name it. Everyone trying to get a piece for themselves.
What about the police?
They stay well away unless they have urgent business there. You know what I mean? Anyway, me and Ruslan were right in the middle of it. Every day, something was going down. You run, you sweat, you fight, you kill, you bleed. You get hooked on the adrenaline, like a drug. Ruslan had a special talent. He could make a person disappear without a trace. That would have come in handy around here on several occasions. We all followed a code, of course. Even wild animals have rules. You're familiar with the Thieves' Code of Conduct?
Where criminals forsake their families and dedicate themselves to crime?
That's right. Ruslan would never hurt anyone who wasn't in his way. But that kind of life takes you dark places no matter what.
You think it took its toll on Ruslan?
Possibly. That's why I have to face him, to find out.
I need to talk to you, Igor.
Sure. Is something troubling you?
Memories. According to my mom, life was actually pretty good around here before the accident.
I know. I used to live here myself a long time ago. The details are a bit blurry, but I have warm feelings about the past.
Right. Then you must know that life in Chernobyl was better than in other parts of the Soviet Union. My mother told me that all the closed cities, the secret cities, offered creature comforts in exchange for secrecy and obedience. It was a privilege to live in such a place. You could always buy whatever you wanted. The streets were safe and the pay was decent. Everybody believed the authorities would protect them from any harm. They were such good comrades, after all. They would have gladly given their lives for this country. And for what? All the cover-ups, the KGB worrying more about appearances and the state secrets than their own people. My mom's friend Katya was living in Kiev at the time of the Chernobyl catastrophe. She was pregnant. And only 1 week after the reactor blew apart, she marched in the May Day parade of 1986. Can you imagine? It wasn't canceled. What a crime. The authorities never warned anyone. They claimed it was completely safe. They didn't give a fuck about them. They just wanted to keep a lid on it. Katya told my mom that by the end of the day, she and her husband had a strange purple tan on their faces and could barely catch their breath. Katya's son was born a couple of months later. He was very sick.
I'm so sorry, Olga.
You should be. You were part of this mess, even if you don't remember it. My apologies, Igor. I shouldn't. I had no right to.
That's okay. These are painful memories. You have a right to be upset. Hi, Olga. I was wondering if...
I'd be glad.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
No jokes while we're training or I'll smack. All right, here we go again. Time for the next lesson, Igor.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be even more fascinating than the last one.
I advise you to take this seriously. You wouldn't make fun of someone teaching you how to handle C4, would you?
Probably not.
Of course you wouldn't. So imagine this. Every piece of junk you stash is a brick of C4. You have to place it gently, wisely, and efficiently, otherwise it'll explode.
To my knowledge, canned food doesn't...
Don't interrupt! Why do you take everything so literally? It's a goddamn metaphor, goddammit! If I ever get to meet Tatiana, the first thing I'm going to ask is what she ever saw in a tedious egghead like you.
You and me both.
Anyway, you have to be careful and mentally present when arranging your shit. Trust that your life depends on it. That's lesson number 2.
Okay. What's lesson number 3?
It's called believe.
Believe in what?
Believe that you will find whatever you need in your bag without checking. Women practice this all the time. What do you say, student?
I want to believe.
What's the matter, Mousy? the fuck you want?
What's going on, Igor?